They do so much for us.
They do. Do they?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. They do so much for other kids.
Yeah.
That are not us.
No, they're children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare.
Rawr.
Seriously, when I used to think tiger moms, I used to think that they were just,
Really?
cougars, like the Asian version of cougars.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's weird.
That was a long time ago, though.
That's weird.
Yeah, learned my lesson real quick.
Was it that you were like, oh, I want to get me a tiger mom?
Yeah, dude. I mean, shit, yeah. I just thought it was, a MILF version of the...
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, right? I mean... That's it. I'm just going to start it off on that joke.
No, that's horrible.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
But that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, episode 59?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I made the 57 yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 58 next week, and the week after that.
What was last week?
And then...
We just babbled about nonsense, right?
babbled about nonsense. We did talk about something. I have it in my notes.
Oh, okay.
And then I used to do that when I'm editing. I had to put the notes down. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? I used to see the notes. It'd be like, it starts off nice, like there's topics, and all of a sudden it's like D-Wars.
D-Wars. Good old D-Wars.
Yeah. Spent too much talking about that.
Yeah. Well, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It's an epic movie.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. Carrying on. So you've been...
Tired.
Another week has passed by.
Another week, yeah.
Another week. By. And here we're still doing the same thing.
Never ends.
Never ends.
Never ends.
New comics this week.
Mm-hmm. Always new comics.
Wow. Exciting.
What would we do without new comics?
Watch more TV.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
That's one of those things I've been noticing the last few weeks. We've been doing a lot of movies and stuff like that. You watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, kind of. Watch Mystery Men today.
Yeah, we did watch Mystery Men. Again, a comic book movie? Question mark?
It's funny. When that movie came out, it was 99. We looked it up today.
Yeah.
I was still in high school. We were still in high school.
Uh-huh.
And I remember we would, back then, when I went to the movies with my family, it was, rare.
Right.
Like, we would go, once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
And then every time it was always all right, who wants to see what? And if no one said anything, or I'd always be like, let's go watch this, right?
Yeah. Oh, you'd be the last person to say anything. Okay.
No one would say anything, or just be and I feel like my siblings, they were like, oh, I want to watch this, but it's embarrassing that I want to watch, so I didn't care.
Yeah, no, of course not.
I was like, and so we saw a lot of movies that we would come out of it, I'd be like, that was amazing. And my dad would be like, oh, it was cool. My parents, my mom, my sister, and Zach would be like, the fuck was that?
That was amazing. No, it was not.
And so, Mystery Man was one of those movies that I picked. I was like, oh, we gotta go see this.
Go see
then
the family.
Yeah, and my mom did not get it. She's like, I don't understand what we just watched.
I said, then you don't understand me, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I remember going out of school and going to watch that.
Oh, nice.
One of those ditchy movies.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And what's it good? Well, because the badass soundtrack. That's why,
Smash Mouth. We wouldn't have Smash Mouth without Mystery Man.
We wouldn't have. Think about that.
Yeah.
They made
Smash Mouth big
thing. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I say. I was joking, Marty. That's the song for Generation.
Yeah, it's an All-Star in Shrek or whatever. Yeah. Every movie around that time.
Yeah. It's weird, the tropes of that era. Everybody did the Matrix fucking freeze jump kick thing. You know, everybody did that shit. That was in Shrek, right?
It was in it was a thing because it made that movie popular.
Yeah.
It's as dumb as it seemed.
I feel like that was in the trailer, right?
I think the dodging of the bullets, maybe not the. You don't know the kick.
I think the kick was in the trailer, or
part of it was where she just stops. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a phenomenon.
But it's kind of sad because I know people that love the Matrix, right? But really, when you look at it, they should have just stopped at the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you ever watch the new one, the HBO Max one?
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
They flipped the script.
Yeah.
They tried to flip the script and they gave us something else.
Yeah.
But they should have just stayed the way where they
were.
It
was all right, but it was just very it was more nostalgia sake. There's Keanu, there's Carrie-Anne Moss, and
it's for nostalgic sake, and then the whole now it's a girl because maybe the Wachowskis are all not girls or whatever.
I don't know. Well, they always say that like the whole movie
Yeah.
is like a big metaphor for that, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I hear. But again, I still haven't seen it
because
or I don't understand it.
well, they changed it because apparently originally one of them, what was her name? She was the one with the bleached blonde hair.
Oh, in the first one.
Yeah. Like so originally, the way it was written was that
She dies though.
Yeah.
They all die.
but she was supposed to like in the real world it was that actress, but when she went into the Matrix, it was a dude. So it was supposed to be like this whole like this is how you see yourself or something like that.
That would have been a cool.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. Yeah,
And
but it was like 1999, so people were like,
I think they touched that on one of the animated series ones or something like that.
Which is funny because like that was too much of a hardcore idea in 1999. But they did something similar in the Black Mirror.
With the cartoon?
No, did you see there's a Black Mirror episode with Anthony Mackie and the dude that plays Black Manta, and they're playing like Street Fighter or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah. It's a little meta there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
But it's just it's weird that like and the Matrix is still one of those things that like inspired a lot of stuff,
Pretty much the 21st century.
Yeah, inspired a lot of like sci-fi writers and stuff.
Columbine.
Oh well, I don't know about that.
Like trench coats. Remember,
Yeah.
they were fucking
That's
they're trying to pin it on that.
That's right. They were trying to,
Yeah, and they were trying to be like, oh, guns and violence, hyper violence.
The funny thing about that though, because we watched it recently, and in the shootouts, there's no blood.
No,
There's no blood.
well, it's in the simulation.
But you would think that like it's like
It's supposed to be. Dude, there's in the second or third one where they're in the freeways, shit blowing up.
Yeah.
There's an endless amount of freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you're in the simulation.
Yeah.
Ever had those drives where you're driving in and you go to certain places and you know how long it takes, and then somehow it just takes longer?
Yeah. No.
Simulation.
Oh, the worst is like when what trips me out the most is like when you know where you're going, like you've done it before, and then you're driving, and then you're like, wait, how'd I get here?
Yeah. Oh, like all of a sudden you're there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're like, what the hell?
Like not only are you there, you parallel park.
Yeah, right. Simulation, man.
Yeah.
Simulation.
It's just saving time, it's saving energy, CPU, RAM, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
he's back.
He's back. Welcome back, Mr. Cricket.
Yeah.
Long time no hear.
There's a movie coming out. They just dropped a trailer for it. Called The Creator, I think. And it looks weird, man. It's the dude from Rogue One, the guy who directed that movie.
Okay.
And it's basically about like the future. We created this AI to fucking make our lives easier.
Isn't that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Technically.
But the AI is like, it just nukes LA because
okay.
And so it becomes this like war against AI.
Oh damn.
And what's his face? Fucking Denzel Washington's kid, the guy from Tenet.
And Anthony Mackie?
No, not Anthony Mackie. He is a soldier, and he's sent into this like robot city.
Okay.
To they're guarding something, and so like they're like, oh, this is the key to stopping this AI. And when he gets to the thing, it's a fucking android little kid.
The hell?
It's the master AI.
A kid.
So it's like to manipulate him to like, don't kill me, I'm a child. Like it looks interesting, but yeah.
This comes to mind the Rick and Morty episode where it protects Summer.
Yeah.
And there's that little canister.
Yeah.
Like, Daddy, leave the little girl alone. It's just emotional shit, you know?
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. You don't want to kill a little kid.
No. And that was his dead son, right?
Yeah.
Dead son coming back to life.
Yeah. Now if they do that to the Denzel kid,
oh man,
that'd be great.
That'd
right?
be fucked up.
Yeah.
No, and it looks like it's very poetic.
Oh.
Because like there's a part and the trailer opens before you even know what's going on.
Yeah.
The trailer opens with him on a train with the kid.
Yeah.
And the kid tells him, "Tell me what heaven is," right? And he tells him, he's like, "Oh, it's a place neither of us will ever know." And he's like, "What?" He goes, and he's like, "Yeah, because I'm a bad man and you're not real." Right?
Wow. So he obviously saves the kid somehow.
I guess. Like
they already gave you the ending.
I don't know. I'm very confused.
No, unless he kills him after he says that, then it's like,
Then
fucking A.
Yeah.
Is that what movies are going to turn into now?
Yeah.
Us versus them?
Pretty much. Well, that's what the fucking Reddit strike is about right now, man.
Because AI is taking over?
Well, I was reading this thing. It's fucking terrifying. They're saying that the studios won't agree on this one clause that says they can't get rough drafts of scripts from AI. So they want to get rough drafts from scripts from AI and then hire writers to clean it up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
To make it more human and shit. I mean, that's the way it was going.
Yeah.
That's the way everything's going to start going.
That's scary, though, man.
I'm going to start asking AI, make me a business plan, and make me this, make me that, and it's going to do it. Because that's what it does, right?
Well, you know what we could do right now?
Right now. This very second?
Yes.
I'm scared now.
You could upload episode of the podcast into an AI. And then do a thing where like you have to say a couple words, and it makes your voice, right? It makes a digital version of your voice.
Oh no!
And then you basically tell it, make a podcast about this.
Oh no!
And it'll search the internet about that information, and then it'll like combine what it hears from the podcast, and it'll make it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
So I have to work a day in my
probably
life
not.
after this. I think I have enough episodes to do that.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Maybe get 100 in, and then
just fucking
AI the rest of it.
Huh. I mean, that sounds weird, probably.
And now, no. Well, yeah. How am I gonna know my exact voice?
Yeah, because you're putting it into the.
But I'm gonna have like a pitch up here and a pitch down here and a pitch down here.
Yeah, it'll figure it out.
It'll figure me out, and then it'll be like, oh no, I'm talking like this. But what if I want to talk like this?
I mean, you could, I guess.
And then it's like the AI gonna replicate.
No, you're gonna break it. Don't break the internet.
What if I want to speak Spanish? It doesn't know I speak Spanish.
It can learn Spanish.
It can learn Spanish better than me.
Probably.
That's how you know it's fake. Once you don't hear that broken, fucked up Spanish, then you're fucking fine.
It was funny. I saw it. I don't know, just reminded me. There was like a TikTok. It was this like white girl. She was like in Mexico.
Oh no.
And she's all like, all my years of Spanish has finally led up to this. And she puts the phone like in her pocket, and she walks up to the lady at the counter at the hotel. And she's all like, "Donde está el baño?" And then the lady's like, "The bathroom's over there."
In English.
In English.
And then she goes, "Muchas gracias." Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people in Mexico speak English.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Yeah.
I mean, I want to use my Spanish more than just order tacos and burritos here.
Do you?
Pupusas, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just saying. My Spanish isn't that great.
You want to watch a real sad movie? There's a movie on HBO Max called Language Lesson.
Oh, no. I'm out.
Yeah.
Speaking of languages, can I get an AI to transfer like my language into Spanish?
Not yet. Soon.
Okay.
Soon.
Then I could have it disponible.
Because Google has a thing soon where like you have what do you call it?
Translate, universal translator?
Yeah.
Shit? We're fucking Star Trek territory now?
Yeah.
Nice. Universal translator.
I want to get to that point where they just put it in your throat and fucking put it in your ear.
Oh, so you can automatically communicate. I guess. I mean, right now people are still using like their phones, and then they.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna get by.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Is that how it works?
Hopefully. You gonna have internet over there?
Yeah, I hope.
I don't know, man.
I hope so.
I don't know.
I mean, they have internet all over the place.
Like, I guess, but like,
Like, you're talking like 5G,
Yeah.
I gotta pay extra.
What if it's like blocked because of all the monsters in the air and shit,
Godzilla turbulence.
All the radiation he like spews, like,
Rodan and Godzilla turbulence. All right. Maybe I'll get that special plan that
there you go.
prevents that. Uses the radiation to get on 6G.
6G.
6 Godzillas.
6 Godzillas. I went to a real sad movie on that Language Lesson.
No.
Real sad.
I try to avoid this.
Real sad.
Well,
and it's one of those gotcha movies too, where like I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, it looks kind of funny, and I was like, oh.
Is Zach Galifianakis in it?
No.
It just sounds like it's
2 people.
The whole thing.
The whole movie. 2 people.
And none of them Zach Galifianakis.
It's not Zach Galifianakis.
Or what's the other guy's name? I don't know.
What's the guy?
I don't know. He's fat, white, and makes all the sad indie movies.
John Goodman?
No. The other one, younger.
Younger than John Goodman? Fat and white in sad movies.
Yeah. He's one of your favorite comedians.
My favorite. Bill Burr?
Bill Burr? No, he's raunchy, though.
Yeah.
He's whiter than that guy.
Oh, you're talking about Gaffigan, Jim Gaffigan.
That guy.
I still gotta watch that rocket movie he made.
Oh, man.
I still gotta watch that.
Like something builds a rocket?
Yeah.
You haven't seen that?
I still haven't watched it.
Man, dude.
I still haven't watched it.
All right. Dude, that's totally up your alley, dude. Yeah. Tim Gaffigan.
And he's married to Kim Wexler. And
in real life? Or
in the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. No, that was a sad one.
Yeah, he makes all those sad Indian ones.
Which is weird because he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He just talks about, French fries. Like burgers and shit.
Yeah. He's wholesome. Pretty wholesome. And then he makes all these weird independent movies. And it's like, oh, you got side to you, don't you, mister?
Yeah, I don't know if it's come out yet, but like there's a movie that they're promoting where he plays like a fucking guy who gets like arrested, and they make him go like they make him wear a wire and go into like a drug fucking cartel and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm in. It's not funny. It looks real sad.
Oh, really?
It looks real bad.
I thought it was gonna be like hilarity ensued, and he's getting shot at, but none of them hit him. No. And he takes a cartel on himself, and
Jim Gaffigan
tells that French fry joke.
What was I watching? I was watching something the other day, and I fucking fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up, the credits were rolling, and it was like Bill Burr. Bill Burr was in this. Man, I missed it.
What movie is that?
I don't even know what I was watching. I was watching something. I fucking knocked out.
And legendary Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
See that guy's just different.
He's like in everything now, right?
Yeah.
He showed up in like Reservation Dogs, and in Star Wars.
Mr. I hate Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he fucking tries to justify it every fucking chance he gets.
Well,
I said I hated the Star Wars nerd. I hated this. But he was talking shit about Star Wars.
Yeah.
But once you give him the paycheck, I love Star Wars. I love.
Which is funny because he's really good in it. Like he's like, I think
Star Wars.
I think his character in that Mandalorian just like had the biggest development. Like
character development.
Yeah.
I think the character already came developed. If you ask me.
I mean, kind of, but like the second time he came around when he was just like, oh, she's suffering from PTSD.
Yeah, they gave him more of a.
I was like, oh shit,
backstory and all that.
Yeah.
PTSD is a big thing with comics nowadays. You know why, right?
Because that's the whole idea, right? Because the more shit they deal with, the funnier they are.
Yeah, hilarious.
Like what the thing is? I think nowadays, like, there's a lot of stuff that like it's like they fucking bait and switch you.
What do you mean?
So there was a show, I think it was on Peacock. I don't remember.
Is it about PTSD?
But it's Pete Davidson.
Oh no.
And what's her face from The Big Bang Theory? Fucking Harley Quinn.
Coco, Coco.
Yeah. And it looked funny. Like, it looked like it was like Groundhog's Day, but like she kept repeating their first date or something. Yeah, it looked funny. I think it was called like Meet Cute or something.
No. She keeps reliving it.
Yeah.
But she every time she does it, she learns something new about him. And it was pretty dumb.
Well, it looked like it was funny, like in a trailer, but then you watch it, it's fucking sad.
It's really,
it's really depressing.
Yeah, she fucks it up so bad, and she goes. I didn't like it. But but it wasn't because it wasn't good. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, it was a bummer. It was a real bummer. Like it kind of has a happy ending. Like,
not really.
Kinda.
I mean, I guess is what it is at the end.
Yeah. But she got another show coming out on the Peacock. I think it's called like True Story or Real Life or something like that.
Yeah.
It's her and her husband, and she's obsessed with like true crime.
No.
And then basically like they're broke and they're gonna have a kid and that. And so then something happens where someone gets murdered in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they realize that she thinks it's like this famous fucking killer. And so they're gonna start a true crime podcast, try to solve it. And her goal is to find the guy and interview him. Okay. Because like no one's ever done that before.
No one ever gets the killer before. The cops.
And I was like, this was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. She did that other flight attendant one, or I watched like an episode or two of that one.
I liked that first season.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into the second season.
I couldn't get past the second episode.
like the first season was interesting,
Yeah.
and then the second season it was just like it's a totally different show, and I just couldn't get into it. Yeah,
It's Kelly Coco.
I mean, I think she's a good Harley Quinn.
Excellent Harley Quinn.
A good Harley Quinn.
Yeah. You're like, oh, she's on Tara. What's her name? Like, it's cool.
It's cool. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's different. Exactly. It's different. Yeah.
This is emancipated Harley Quinn.
Like I feel like this is that show is what that movie tried to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I like that movie for what it is, but like I have issues.
A lot of little tidbits and stuff like that.
Like my biggest thing I hate, it drives me nuts, is that they call the girl, what's her face?
Which one?
Oh crap, Sandra Kane.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Why do that? Like, because at that point you can't use that character now, right?
No,
Like,
it's her now.
You know? And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's gonna be something cool. Maybe
Later on
but
down the
nope,
line.
nope. They just throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to use it. They're running
Yeah.
out of. I mean, now it doesn't matter, but they're running out. Or
Like it would have been cool. Imagine like an after credits thing
Yeah.
where like fucking Lady Shiva shows up looking for her.
Yeah.
You know, like that would have been cool.
oh shit, that would have been I would love
Yeah.
it. Or like Ivy hangs out with Harley.
Yeah.
You know, don't they push that a lot?
They're trying to, but then and they still haven't done that live action yet, man.
You know where they're pushing that? And when I just saw it, fucking weird. In that Batman animated series one.
Yeah.
They
That's where it started.
But here's the thing. Yeah, well, obviously that's where it started. But like, the whole thing was like that Harley now is the Suicide Squad Harley.
Oh yeah, kind of.
She's
Yeah.
hanging out with all the Suicide Squad people.
Yeah.
And then that's another PTSD book. I know you've been reading that one recently.
Yeah.
Had the straight man. Dude, I like that.
Yeah.
The straight man
It's
origin.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just like super strong or super like fucking powerful.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, we went through that training or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
He did that shit with the military.
Yeah.
They make super soldiers out of them, and then Strange in the helmet and whatever. It's weird. They give him a throwaway character, another throwaway character.
They put him in that book, right? It was the first time he came out in that book, right?
Dude, no, in the book,
Yeah.
But he only came out like in one episode in the whole series, right?
He was a Joker's like right hand man, right?
For one
Yeah,
episode, he
yeah.
was a straight man.
Yeah.
They give him a whole arc in this animated series thing. A
Yeah.
whole arc.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
That's hilarious.
He's eating rats at one point. Weird. Anyway.
I feel like it's a Frank Miller thing, like you know.
I think so.
Because I remember that was the one thing that they used to talk shit about in that Batman book he did with Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Was that when he first gets Dick Grayson,
Oh, right.
he throws him in the cave and it makes him stay there all night.
Yeah.
And he makes him eat rats.
Yeah.
And it's like,
To get him tough.
I guess.
How do you raise your children?
I don't.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's interesting. It's like I feel like that book is like all the stuff they couldn't do. The animated, like the Court of Owls show up, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like
The first episode
yeah.
of the season. And call them episodes because that's what it feels like. They do feel like little episodes. All they're missing is that title card at the beginning.
With the fancy artwork.
Did it? Yeah, yeah. And a little song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's over. He's getting better. Straight man's getting the help he needs.
The help he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking he punches Hugo Strange. It's always fun to see.
You got a bunch of Strange.
Yeah.
The Hugo Strange is such a weird character because depending on who writes him,
Yeah.
they try to make him like all scary and shit. He's just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's like, big old fucking likes to fuck with shit, you know?
Yeah.
Difference between him and the High Evolutionary is not much. It's
Not
different.
much,
Yeah.
He experiments on crazy people.
Yeah, that's it. Not on animals. Done. Fucking A.
Because there's that whole like famous story where he puts on the Batman suit.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like,
Because he wants to get into the mind of the
Yeah,
Batman,
yeah.
so he has to become the Batman. See, that's the thing. He plays both sides, right?
Yeah.
That's his jam.
Yeah.
He's a good guy that plays a bad guy that plays a good guy, but he's a bad guy.
Yeah. Which is cool because they use him the Young Justice. Like he became the warden of Blackgate River.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then but he was like,
They're always giving him all these important roles, and he just keeps fucking around, dude.
he's got that weird beard, dude. You can't trust that dude.
No, I mean anyone with a beard, I don't trust.
No, there's that weird beard. It's like the just like the around the
the bottom chin,
bottom chin, like Abe Lincoln thing.
It's not even. It gives you definition.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
seems like a jawline and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't trust that guy.
I would just trust him because he's bald and he has glasses.
Yeah.
That's enough for
Did
me.
they make was it DB Wong played him in Gotham?
What's a DB Wong?
I think it was DB Wong.
They played Hugo
Yeah.
Strange. Someone
Yeah.
played him. No, yeah. It was. I think it might have
Yeah.
been DB Wong.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah,
I just went back in time. I had to go back in time to go figure that one out, but it was him for like several
Yeah.
episodes.
Hugo Strange. They should just like do like a full on like he studies all the villains.
Call it Arkham.
Yeah, but then you make him. He's called Arkham, and he's like a taskmaster. Like he figured out how everyone works, so he's got a little bit of everybody. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, okay. He's called it Arkham, and then, I mean, what does he do with that knowledge?
He becomes a criminal. He goes after Batman.
At the end, that's how its season ends. Or that's
he's gonna defeat Batman, but like everyone got close. If I get a little piece of everybody, I'll win.
But why? What is his reasoning?
Because he wants to defeat Batman.
That's just it?
Yeah. Because Batman's like an enigma to him. Like Batman's like, he's
if he wants to study, I want to be like, hey Batman, come down. I want to ask you a couple questions.
Would Batman do that?
No.
Exactly.
It just seems like he has no real purpose.
No. Yeah. And then I feel like people forget he's bad. Like they're just like, oh, he's all right.
They keep giving him
right?
He's in charge of shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's in charge of the loony bin. They give the fucking keys to the crazy guy. Whatever. I can't.
Did you read that Batman 900?
No. Should I read it? Is it him?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not him. But it's
no, because we ran out.
Oh, we have some. Yeah, I have some.
All right, I gotta go there. So why read it?
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I was just like, oh shit, like.
No, yeah, I didn't get to read it last week.
You know what? And I guess it's gonna sound like I'm a little jaded or whatever, but like it's rare nowadays that like comic books like surprise me.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like this is rare when I read something like, oh fuck, like
Yeah, when it's supposed to be more thrilling, you're like, oh okay, I could have seen that coming. Yeah.
I think maybe I've been reading it too long that I just kind of see things coming out.
No, it's true. It's true. I believe it. And then reading the Scar one, and that shit surprised me. You never read that one?
No.
The best read Disney ever made.
Oh man, just that good.
Yeah.
You know, I read that new Guardians. I am so confused.
It's not like old Guardians.
No,
it's not like movie Guardians.
Right? Oh no, it's way different. Well, it's a team from the movie Guardians, which is interesting,
right?
Because I think Mantis was part of them for a while now.
Okay,
but so the whole thing is they're on this planet that is like the Old West.
Okay.
But with aliens.
Okay.
And Star-Lord is like this gunfighter, and fucking Drax is like some like a Native American dude.
What the hell?
Like he's living in the land, and he's like doing right. And then
okay.
And Gamora's like a bounty hunter. It's like a whole thing. But the thing is, you find out is that they're trying to get these people off this planet because something's coming. Oh. And it's very like Galactus style. But then at the end, you find out they call it Groot Fall.
Groot Fall?
And it's this giant floating Groot head that just absorbs fucking planets.
What the hell? Where's Groot at this whole time?
No idea.
It's not that.
It might be that, yeah.
Because he keeps getting bigger, right?
Yeah.
So Groot Fall?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, like Mantis is like a fucking showgirl. Like it's really weird, man.
I might be in. That's fascinating. I mean, they got to do something with them now.
Yeah.
That the whole movie's gone.
Yeah.
And they got to keep people enticed.
They got to keep, And
they got to keep the franchise going.
Because, they might do something with it later. Who knows?
I don't know, man. That's weird.
Like, I think that's the thing. I mean, like, especially with, like the more and more I think about it, like, I was thinking about the other day. And I was thinking about it, the difference between, like a Marvel and DC and, like, someone self-publishing, it's just fucking money. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, like, a self-publisher will take 3-4 years to fucking do, X amount of issues. Or Marvel could do that like in a couple months,
right?
But that's just because you could just bring in people, But at the same time, it's difficult because if you have these ongoing books that just go in perpetuity, eventually you get to a point where you're like, well, what are we gonna do with this shit? Like,
let's throw them back to the Old West.
Yeah, right.
I guess. Let's make them steampunk.
Yeah.
Let's make them, what do you think all these Elseworlds or stuff like that, what ifs come from, they're tired of the same stories, so they...
It's like I feel like that's like Batman. Like Batman has created that mythology of like, oh, he's unbeatable, he's this and that. I think it's because of that. Like, I mean, like, you do fucking 50 years of Batman books, eventually you're gonna be like, all right, now what?
Well, let's kill his ward, let's kill his, let's shoot his girl, let's,
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's make him a baby and have Joker take care of him.
Yeah, it's a manga thing, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, as I'm saying, and I'm not talking shit about mainstream books.
Mm-hmm.
I love mainstream books. I love the
Right.
all that stuff. But I get the idea. Though. I get the point of like, eventually you run out of. Well, not even run out, but you just have to like, all right, well,
Yeah.
let's change this and make
Let's
it
set it in the future.
Yeah,
Give
or
him a
let's-
girl,
yeah,
Robin.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
hey, look at that. Different.
I guess, but it gets to a point where like, is it enough? Like, is it enough? Different enough? Like,
How many times can you have Batman join Superman?
Yeah.
How many times can the Justice League band together to defeat Darkseid?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think like a writer like Tom Taylor right now.
Yeah.
I think the reason why that Nightwing book is so good is because he's not being written as just he's Batman's partner. Like this is Batman's fucking equal at this point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're taking like ideas where like that they've never like you're just like you once you take that out of the equation, then it's different.
Won't you take the fact that he was raised and trained and done everything by Batman?
No, but you could still have it, but don't make that the focal point. You know what I mean? Like,
we already get it.
yeah, like so many writers when they write Nightwing, it's always like, I'll never be as good as Batman, and it's like,
how many times can you kill Pa Kent?
Yeah,
how many times can you kill Uncle Ben?
Yeah,
we've seen that story. We know that story, I guess. How many times can you kill Batman's parents?
Yeah, many times apparently.
So yeah. So the same thing with him, is that what they're trying to get away from it?
I think they're trying to get away from it, and it's really interesting because it's very like it's very like because it was a good time to do it too because because Batman was like in a transitional phase.
Yeah.
So he really wasn't there to like he really couldn't call him and be like, "Hey, Batman, I need your help."
Well, he straight out told him, "You're in charge now."
Yeah.
You're gonna be in charge now.
Yeah, put him in charge of like rebuilding the Justice League.
Yeah, you're in charge of everything.
But as I'm saying though, like I think that's something that they've never done before. They've never done like we're like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
Even I said like, what? Why would you give? Why him? Yeah. But then you were like, well, it makes sense. He's equal. Now he can do it.
Yeah.
He's got enough experience where he can just be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go throw my own cape.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then I love that like they talk about like there was like a Jonathan Kent crossover book with Nightwing, and there was this little story they did where like Jonathan, when he was so little and he was learning how to fly, he got lost
in space.
No, like he flew and then he just like and so Superman was like, we gotta find him, right? And so Batman and Dick went to go look for him.
Yeah, and the trajectory
and they figured out where he was, and he was hiding like in the sewer fucking great thing, right? And so Batman like was like, I got him, and Batman was like, no, you're fucking scary.
Scary.
Yeah, like
he got pointy ears.
Yeah, like you gotta like chill out.
I'm a bird.
And then he goes and he talks to him.
Yeah.
And then he like he calms him down. Like he's like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's cool, this and that. And then he goes, check this out. And he goes to fucking Batman. And he opens one of the pouches in the belt, and there's like candy in there.
No shit.
And he's like, here you go.
That candy.
Yeah, right.
We always heard about that pouch.
And so it's interesting because it's like, like he doesn't want to be Batman. Like, and like I think it's refreshing,
He doesn't want to be Batman. He's not acting like Batman, but he's in a Batman position.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's an adult now.
Yeah, he's totally an adult now.
See, and that's another thing about comics. At one point, Nightwing was just that token, heartthrob.
Yeah.
Now you got to look for those covers, though. But yeah.
Like I love the throwbacks, like the throwbacks in the Mark Waid book right now, the World's Finest. There's a throwback where in that book it takes place in the past.
Yeah, he's wearing that costume.
He's wearing the costume, but he's got like
the wings and stuff.
No, he's wearing the Robin costume.
Oh.
But he like it's like a weird time period where like he's experimenting with it, so he's got like green pants and like it's like a whole thing, right? There's an issue that is fucking hilarious because it's like it's a filler issue. So in the first arc, Superman has Dick go work with Supergirl,
right?
And she's just like, oh, do I have to, right? And you don't know why,
right? So
this filler issue, they finally explained that they went on an awkward date, and it's hilarious. Right?
So prior to them working together, they went together.
They went on an awkward date.
Why?
So.
I mean, did they go, hey, girl, you want to hang out?
Well, because he was like, because in the early Dick Grayson stories, he was very like always fucking flirting with everybody. And so he was like flirting with her, and she was just like, nah, whatever. And then she talks about the reason why she accepted a date with him was because they were fighting some Matello or somebody.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that like couldn't fly. And so Matello fucking hits him, and he goes, and she's just like, oh, I have to go save him now.
Yeah.
And she goes to go save him, but then he fucking grapples and he does the flip, and she's like, oh, like he impressed her, right?
Impressive.
But then the funny thing is that like when they go on the date, they're supposed to meet at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And she shows up like in a dress or whatever. But then when she gets there, she sees him and he's like in the Robin costume.
Oh no.
And she's like, oh, God damn it. And she gets to go and change.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I didn't think you would know who I was. Like
yeah, without the thing.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, she doesn't wear a mask.
Yeah.
And that'd be weird, right?
Yeah. So he was just like, it's just a super awkward date when he realizes,
I mean, he's justified. Fucking
yeah.
Whatever. Uh-huh.
But it's this weird awkward date where he just realizes that like yeah, they don't have anything in common. Like even being superheroes, they're just like, yeah, that's it. That's all we do.
That's all we do. We're good in fighting buildings, not in bed.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah. But it's a funny issue, man.
I mean, they could have came to that realization and been friends, right?
Yeah, I get. Well, now they are because
after that other
there's this whole thing where it's a whole thing.
I guess
it's really weird.
Yeah, the comics, and that's what keeps you coming back.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I love Mark Waid. Like he does the throwback stuff like that.
Yeah,
like it's really cool
when he goes back in time and
he just does weird shit.
Yeah.
I love Silver Age comic books, and like that's the closest thing we have to like modern Silver Age comic books.
Yeah, yeah, those weird crossovers.
Like, Jimmy Olsen gets powers, and beats on Batman, Superman.
Yeah, awkward moments, like misunderstandings, and great endings that don't involve people dying.
Yeah, or yeah.
I mean, nowadays it just seems like someone has to die for it to be impactful.
Unfortunately,
But no, back in those days it was fun.
And back in those days we didn't have websites that like would spoil books to you like 3 weeks ahead.
No, dude. Spoiler warnings, just in case.
Yeah.
Just hate that shit.
I don't like it,
dude. Yeah. I avoided. I mean, last week you told me about it.
No, yesterday. It leaked yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And
and then I was like, nope, I'm avoid. And then all of a sudden, here's a link, and let me click on it. Fuck you. I'm done. I hate you, internet. But do you remember a time when you actually went looking for these things?
Oh yeah.
Internet.
See, I have a very not fond memory, but I remember giving you the link to the X-Men trailer.
Oh, right.
But I wrote it on a piece of paper because there was no way to like just be, here you go, like
no copy and paste.
Because someone had given it to me. It was like written. It was a printout, and I'm like, what do I do with this?
Type it in your computer.
Yeah, it was like difficult too because it was like the website A67 whatever.
It was like a hidden password code thing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I mean, besides that, unless you had the email that it came from or whatever link.
And then the thing too is like it was like you only got to watch it like once because you'd watch it and then you're like, oh, let's watch it again, and like loading.
It take exact same time. Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. But apparently the spoiler is not a new thing though, man. Because I was reading about was it Monarch in DC? He was originally supposed to be Captain Atom, and then like it got out somehow.
Oh, no way.
And then like when it was finally revealed, it was like, oh, it's Hawk from Hawk and Dove. Like they changed it to like because people figured it out or like and it got spoiled.
Well, I mean, I guess it was such a big deal. Might as well.
Like I think in recent years, the thing that I don't know if it would have been better. I don't know, but like remember when Bendis took over New Avengers, they showed the whole team, and there was this Ronin was part of the team,
right? And
we're like, who the fuck is that, right?
And for years,
and it was supposed to be Daredevil.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be Daredevil. That was gonna be his new like alter ego, or whatever. And then it got leaked that it was Daredevil. And so when they did the reel, they made it Echo. Right, and they totally changed everything.
Right.
And I remember thinking, like, I guess that's kind of cool, but I don't know if it would have been cooler if it was Daredevil, like,
Well, I mean, everyone was saying that was the whole thing. It was him.
Yeah.
And then now it's Hawkeye or some shit.
Well, it was Hawkeye in the book, too. Like, he when he came back, when he died and he came back, like, he took on the persona of
the Ronin.
Yeah, because Kate, it was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needed only one Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Kids love it?
Kids love it. Do they? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get an Echo movie.
TV show.
TV show?
Yeah.
Oh.
All the episodes are dropping.
In one day?
In one day. That's weird for Disney Plus.
Is it? I mean, or they don't have fate that it can withstand weekly episodes?
I don't understand what the difference is as far as like, you know, like you get more. I mean, even if people talk shit about it, they're still talking about it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I think regardless of what they put out,
yeah,
people are going to talk shit, you know?
No, yeah, I get it.
You know? Because I see people like, I get people not liking Quantumania.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. Like, I didn't dislike it. That was all right, you know? Yeah. But people are like shitting on Guardians. Like, I don't get that.
Who's shitting on Guardians?
A lot of people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because no one died?
Probably, but no. But also, like, it's that. Yeah, well, that's the argument people are saying. Like, oh, nobody died. Like, what was the point of it? And it was like to end the story. Like,
I get it. I get it. Everyone rode off into their own sunset.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I still think the first one is the best one.
Yeah.
But this was a good ending to it, but I just don't get why people just like bash it. And I think it's just because it's like, well, it's a thing. We gotta fucking talk shit.
We have to bash regardless. Yeah. We have to bash. That was my only complaint. Someone should have died. That's it. That's it. Every other thing. I mean, like I said, that's the only thing that probably would have made me cry.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would have turned the faucets on. Because besides that, it kept on going. I turn on the faucet. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. And eventually, it didn't get anywhere.
But see, I wonder if it's because of the second one. They made such a big deal of like Yondu dying. They were just like, if we do that, we're just doing that shit again. Like, you know, like.
But he wasn't. I mean, he was kind of welcome to the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, but he didn't use freaking.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess he was part of the Guardians, and he died. Anyone.
Yeah.
Just give me. You know what? He didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know, even Quill. I get it. They might use him later. You know.
Yeah.
Give me another Groot death. Shit, we know he can't come back.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I mean, it's been done, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It just feels like... I felt like I didn't eat the whole pizza.
No.
When I could have ate more.
I get you.
You know?
Well, the thing was, like, I was reading this article today about how, like, I think CBR ran it.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, oh, the greatest Marvel movie in people's eyes that ruined the MCU. And it's fucking Winter Soldier.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And I read the article, and they were saying, like, oh, yeah, like, you know, there was so much stuff that happened in Winter Soldier. It changed where the MCU was going. Like, if it wasn't for Winter Soldier, we wouldn't have, like, you know, like
Infinity War
and all this other, and then I was like, I guess, Kinda. but then like someone commented saying like, no, what you're complaining about is we had an MCU movie with consequences.
Oh, right.
And we haven't had that since like Endgame or Infinity War.
Fucking Slovakia, whatever.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's no. It's literally like once the movie's done, it's like we're back to fucking start.
Yeah, all of them. Well, Doctor Strange kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
he's got a third eye now.
Yeah,
like shit.
Yeah, fucking the world almost died, exploded, or whatever. Yeah. Oh.
And I'm just like, that's weird that you would think of it that way. Like, you know, think of it like oh, it ruined it because it gave consequences and like, you know.
But we want consequences.
Yeah.
We wanted to expand the universe, don't we?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we want resolution, yes, but at the same time, we wanted to continue watching it.
Yeah.
That's what comic books do, right?
They
answer a question, but they'll, ask you another one. At the end,
you gotta keep it going.
200 episodes later. Yeah, you still haven't answered the fucking first question.
I know people complain about that for the Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I guess. I go, but when you really think about it, like, Wakanda was a nation that was never fucking invaded.
Right.
They were like proud of that shit, right?
Right.
Since joining the MCU, they've gotten fucked up pretty bad. Like, so there's consequences.
Their king died, they blow up.
The city got invaded multiple times.
Yeah. But that was, I guess,
There's consequences. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, till then they were peaceful, loving people, right?
Yeah. They're just chilling behind their force field.
And here comes a white man fucking shit up. Yeah, no, I guess when it comes to shit like that. But then again, that all ties into comics. Obviously, these people are there just to watch the movie, and they don't read the books either.
which is fine. I mean, like, they're different mediums. I understand that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And my favorite is always the people that complain about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, do you understand where it's coming from?"
Yeah.
They're like, they don't, but they still want to complain about it. Like, I think I have the right to complain about no one dying because I wanted someone to die.
Like I think the funniest thing that people are complaining about right now is the fact that James Gunn is like, "Oh, I'm making a Superman that, you know, wants to help people and again is caring and this and that," and people are complaining about that, like, "Oh, that's not Superman," and then like the rebuttal to that is like, "That's not Zack Snyder's Superman."
Oh, okay.
And that's what you're actually saying.
Yeah.
You know,
or this is more of a Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah.
You know,
because he was talking about that. Like he's literally like looking at footage of that movie,
of the old
even
Superman.
like audition footage of like different actors to kind of get like the idea of like, how did he do that? How did he pull that off?
Yeah.
Because like, in that video you sent me, he was talking about how like, the little smile he has, you could tell like he's enjoying helping being Superman. And like, that's something that wasn't in those Zack Snyder movies.
He does a kind of like a little smirk twist thing. Yeah, I love that.
Like that was something that was not in those Zack Snyder movies. Like in those Zack Snyder movies, it was like Superman was like, being Superman was like a burden.
Yeah.
Being Superman was like, you know, like even there's a line that kills me, like it's BBS, when he's just telling his mom about like, you know, like, "Oh, everyone wants my help," and she's like, "You don't owe them shit. Like, you know, like you don't have to do anything, you know."
And she's right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not Superman.
That's not Superman.
That's not Superman. That's not what Martha Kent would have been like. You know what? You do you, boo, and you handle your scandal. Is probably what she would have said.
Yeah. But it's interesting though, because like I think they're looking at like these actors in their 30s to play Superman.
Yeah.
So that's interesting though, because that means that like he was a kid of the 90s.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Does that make him different? Like, how much? What does that change of Superman?
9/11.
Yeah, I'm right.
Like, I could have saved him.
Yeah.
I could have.
And Paul was like, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
But I could save the second one. I could save the Pentagon, Paul.
Like, no, don't do it.
No. It's a false flag anyway, son. What?
Oh, because he's from Kansas? Like, he's all conspiracy theorists?
Conspiracies. False flag? No way, Paul. No way. Government wouldn't do that to us, Paul. Yeah.
No, but you think about it, even going back to like the original like Action Comics, like, they were afraid of the government because they were like, "Oh, we have to hide this shit. The government's gonna take them."
Yeah. He's an illegal alien immigrant.
Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna take him there. Take him twice, past the border, and then past the hemisphere.
Stick him on the moon.
Stick him on the moon.
Like,
we don't want your kind here. Go eat some cheese.
But yeah, I just think it's funny. Like, people are like so upset about that. And it's just, I guess because I guess those movies were long enough that like people grew up with those movies, like the Snyder ones, like
10 years
at least, right? So they could have been little kids when they saw it, like, you know, I don't know.
No, I guess 10 years, yeah.
Because I tell you, when Marty first started working here, we were talking about something, and like I think it was some kind of Superman anniversary thing, and she told me she had never seen the Christopher Reeve movies. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I put 1 and 2 on. And I remember, like, after watching it, she was like, "Oh, I get it now. I get it." Like,
what you get though?
Like, no, you know, that's Superman. Like, you know, like, you know, like, because I feel like people nowadays, like younger people that haven't seen those movies, but they've like seen clips or they just think, "Oh, it's corny, it's cheesy." But no, it's Superman. Like,
and all they know is like the cartoon, and all they know is those DC movies, and that's a hardcore. That's a hard Superman.
Yeah.
You know, he's not as. Even the cartoon one is not as friendly as the Christopher Reeves one.
He's very like, he's
very Boy Scout,
but he's also very like, I don't want to hurt anybody, so I'm gonna stay over here, like, you know, and
he'll wait till he's called upon. Really,
like, it's funny. I was watching this documentary about Christopher Reeve Superman, and they were saying that like Christopher Reeve was Superman in the sense that like, I think after he made part 2, he was on like the David Letterman show. Yeah. And they was talking, they asked him about working with Marlon Brando. Yeah. And he's like, you know what? He goes, I used to love Marlon Brando. And he goes, but now like he's old and he's like jaded. But he said it in a way where like, I feel that like because the way society is, like his ego's going a certain way, and then like society is making him be this way.
Oh my God.
And he's just going out, and I was like, holy shit. And it's very Superman, like he's telling hard truths, you know?
Yeah. Like I don't want to be an asshole, but the world has kind of way of crushing people's souls. Yeah. And it's not his fault that the world has crushed his soul.
He was saying, he goes, if he wanted to, he could like lead a whole generation of actors.
Oh wow.
And he was going on and on, and I was like, holy crap. Like it was just very like telling the truth, you know?
Yeah, very open. But that was part of his charm.
Yeah. When you think about it though, like that's not something you would go on like a talk show and do. Like you wouldn't like people don't badmouth anybody. And like, you know, it's very...
And I don't think he was badmouthing him.
No.
He was trying to say, you know what? Yeah. He has potential. Yeah. There is potential still available in Marlon Brando. But instead, he decided to be fat and just talking like this.
No, because the thing about it, because like, I was reading this thing about how like he got paid the most for those movies.
Yeah.
And he didn't do anything.
No,
like, he was just
my son.
Yeah.
My son.
You know, and I think the best they got out of that was the fact that like when they did the Bryan Singer ones, they got to used it. I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, you know, like
my son.
But the thing is, those movies, they really like inspired, like this is what Krypton is. Like, you know, prior to that, it was very like sci-fi, like, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's like this crystals and all, you know.
But before it was like a laboratory.
Yeah. You know? Where they all wore like funky suits with capes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, they gave us the Crystal Palace.
Which carried on to it. I mean, even that show, the Superman and Lois, like, that's what the fortress looks like. You know, like
Crystal Palace?
Yeah. Okay. And,
fucking A.
Yeah. And that show, man, I gotta tell you, I love that show.
Damn, so.
And those kids are annoying, I know. But,
that's the only thing that's stopping me from watching it.
Like, right now, they keep doing this thing, which I'm like, ugh. Because it's very CW, it's a drama order. So the kid, Jonathan, the one without powers, he's learning to be a fireman because he's like, well, I want to help people anyway. But
he sucks.
No, he's all right at it. He's okay at it. Like he's training, right? But then he goes to his first fire, and what's her face, Lana's husband, he's a fireman, right? And he tells him like, stay in the truck, right? And then he sees this part of the building burning, and he goes to go look.
And there's a little kid there.
And his fucking brother is in a suit, like a full like masker, and he goes in and he fucking busts through the door, and he pulls these people out. And he leaves them with John, and he's like, oh, here, take care of them.
And then he gets in trouble.
But now it's like this whole thing where like Lana's husband's like, oh, there's something going on, like, you know, like he's suspicious of, like, you know, like,
he must be the superhero
or something's going on.
Nah, I'm out. And we've been there before. We've done this shit before.
The only thing that made me laugh was just so.
You know what? Hold on, before we go that Superman kind of has that smirk you're looking for.
Yeah, dude, I love that Superman.
Yeah, that Superman kind of has that.
You know, that Superman. When they first showed him, it was in Supergirl.
Right.
That was at the peak of fucking Snyderverse. Right. And I remember. When he showed up in that first episode, I was like, "Oh, this is Superman. This is cool. I like this."
I thought he was too skinny the first time I saw him. Yeah, but no, I get it. No, he has that smirk, and he kind of has that smile when when he works, kind of thing going for him. Sorry, I didn't interrupt because it just hit me right now. You know?
The other thing is that it's so weird though. Like, the one thing that bugs you about that show is that he's got that 5 o'clock shadow always, and you know, like it's the one thing with the glasses, but it was like, wait a minute, Superman has a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, so does that guy. Like,
2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I don't like it, but then I get why they do it because I've seen him in movies where he's clean shape. He looks weird.
Oh, he looks like a baby, doesn't he?
He looks way too young.
Okay. I don't know, but anyway, the kids annoying.
They're so annoying. But they did this thing in the latest episode. That I was just like, oh my god. So Lana.
Oh, sorry, look, too much time. Anyway, carry on.
Lana is getting divorced from her husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Oh,
right. And so it's this whole drama, and then she finds out. She's like, "Oh no, I bought these concert tickets months ago, and we were supposed to go." And so she tries to get her daughter to go with her, and she's like, "Who are you going to see?" "Oh, The Cure."
Oh,
and she's like, "I don't know what that is." Right?
Oh,
so they start playing Cure songs throughout the whole episode because Jordan is introducing her to The Cure.
Yeah,
right. But then there's this weird thing at the end where they're playing fucking
Love Cats.
Not Love Cats. Fuck, what was it? What was it called? It's really like the real like what is it? I don't remember what song it is. But it's this very like sad kind of song.
Love Cats.
And they're playing it over the whole like montage. And so like Lana and her daughter are just like dancing to it. Right?
Okay.
And I remember just watching it. I'm like, is that how you dance to The Cure? Like, right?
It was not the way it probably was.
No, it was very odd. And then the funny thing, they keep running this joke about like the generational difference with just the cure, right? Because at one point Lana runs into Sam
Robert Smith.
No, Sam Lane, Lois's dad, and she tries to give him the tickets. And
like, I have no idea what that
is.
is.
She goes, do you like the Cure? And he's like, I'm gonna assume that's a band and not a cult. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's entertaining.
So Lana and the daughter go at the end.
I assume because like she gets into it. Yeah. Because at one point they're listening to like the Cure.
Yeah.
And the daughter's like, "This is amazing music." Right? I'm like, is it? Like, I mean, the Cure's cool, but like.
And then she's like, "Love cats." It's the Cure.
Love cats. No, I think it's like one song that they use over and over again to that episode.
Oh.
I don't remember which one it was though, but
one with the timpani.
Yeah, but it was very like, cool.
I hate that when they use that one song
Yeah,
over and over.
that's probably the only one they could afford.
Oh, right. The catalog's pretty expensive. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Love Cats.
It wasn't Love Cats.
All right then.
But it was another one of their big hits. I don't remember which one it was though. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Nah, it's okay.
But it's very odd.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
You're still not gonna get me on that.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Keep telling me.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's being saved by the fucking CW purge.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're bringing it over to Max.
Oh.
And we're getting at least 2 more seasons.
So James Gunn can say what's he gonna do with this one too?
No, he said it's gonna happen. He said it's one of his favorite shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what's getting saved?
Yeah. It's a good show.
Wow. All right. I mean, if we can do something about those children,
you can. That's the charm of that show.
And then call it Lois and Clark.
Yeah, right. And bring Dean Cain back.
See, it's like you're reading my mind. What's Terry Hatcher doing nowadays?
She has a podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She goes in a van and she drives places and she like interviews people.
In a podcast van?
Yeah. She goes to the beach. She goes to like different places.
I kind of want to do that.
Yeah. No, you don't want to do
yeah,
it.
no, I don't want to be Terry Hatcher. And then I could meet her up somewhere.
Crossover
podcast
yeah,
with Terry Hatcher, dude. So, Lois Lane.
Well, why is your interview voice always fucking Jimmy Glick and shit?
That's where I learned it from. That's how I learned how to interview people.
Jimmy Glick.
I watched hours and hours of Jimmy Glick. He told me that I gotta talk like this. So Lois Lane, tell me, how could you not know it was Superman this whole time? Remember when you went out with H.G. Wells?
That's right.
Went back in time.
Howie Mandel played Mixie Pillar.
Oh yeah.
That was a thing.
That was a thing.
That was a prime time TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With an adult Mixie Pillar.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel. He was just owning the baldness at that time.
At that point, he's like, fuck it.
I could do it. And wear. They should just put on that little hat.
Yeah.
You know, been great.
Like, I feel like nowadays, like, you'd have to get, like, I don't even know who you get, like Zach Galifianakis to be Mixie Pillar.
Too fat, though.
We put him with a bow tie and suspenders. And
just shrink him down to little size.
Yeah. No, make him
regular big.
He's a little guy, right? He's not that big.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know, with his beard and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, though.
Mm-hmm. Super weird.
You know what we should get? A fucking inconceivable guy.
Oh, he's real old.
Yeah. Is he?
I mean, he kind of looks like Mixie Pillar.
Yeah,
he's got that crown fucking hair. Like, yeah.
He could have done it whenever that was.
Yeah, he could have.
Like in the 80s?
Yeah. I don't know if he was actually that small because he was always next to Andre the Giant. So, like,
yeah.
Was he that? I
would say so because even like the main guy, for his name.
Fucking Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, he was pretty tall, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because he was pretty tall around him.
Yeah.
Inconceivable.
I mean, maybe I could see it.
Yeah. Miss Picklick. Like 20 years ago, 40 years ago.
Well, they're going to have to do it now because James Gunn likes weird shit. So, you know, he's going to be in those movies.
A fourth dimension.
Yeah.
I want to miss Miss Picklick.
Oh, it's hot fucking. Okay, what's her face? What's her name? Christina Hendricks.
Oh. Jesus. Too hot.
Too hot?
Let's bring it down a little bit. Simmer it down.
Kat Denning.
Kat Denning. I totally would take 2 Kat Dennings. Just turn her in like a redhead. Yeah, I know. I'm in.
She already married Howard the Duck, right? In the MCU.
What's a mixed Picklick?
Yeah.
No problem.
Should make that show. I'd watch that show.
Again with that show.
I'd watch that show.
Marvel's not gonna hear you, man.
They should.
They should just pitch it.
I'll pitch it. I'm start pitching shit. There's a writer's strike right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Just take advantage. You scab.
I'm not part of that union. It's fine.
That's true. You can do whatever you want. You scab. And then when it wins an Oscar and Emmy and shit,
Well,
telling you.
No.
I guess you got to get me in.
No.
You're indoctrinated or whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So what's going to happen with the writers?
I don't know, man.
Is it going to affect my TV like it did 8 years
Dude,
ago?
there's no fucking late night TV right now.
What do you mean? I don't watch late night TV.
Yeah, like the Myers and all that stuff. There's nothing.
Oh, is that the only actor writers that are being affected by this?
Directly right now.
Oh, okay. Because they work on the daily or the weekly or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no fucking last week tonight. John Oliver.
Wow.
Yeah, the writer's strike.
Am I not gonna get a new season of Heroes?
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like I saw a video. This guy was explaining the last writer's strike.
Yeah.
And he was saying how what a lot of studios did was they just took like stuff that was done already.
Yeah.
They were just like, well, fuck it. Like, we can't tweak it. Let's just run with it.
No.
And they were just kind of like making up as they went along.
Yeah.
And then I never saw it, but that show Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jesse Pinklin or
Pinkman? That's
No.
bad. Yeah, the main guy.
the fucking
Friday Night Lights. That's how I know him.
No, but he was he's a fucking Todd on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. So he was on that show. I never watched that show.
Fucking hate Todd.
And so apparently, on that show, he was this very like low key like dude, right?
Yeah.
And then like during the writer's strike, he killed the guy on the show.
What the hell?
And they were just like, because they were just like, all right, I guess, right?
So they never finished that off, or
Well, the show ended, but like it was like so out of character for that character.
Yeah.
That, you know, he ended up killing a dude, and it was like this whole thing.
Oh, so they did finish that. So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That was one of those things like he killed the dude. Oh well, the carry on.
No, because of the writer's strike, that happened.
Oh.
Because like they had no new scripts and like
So someone was writing that, some AI or,
or something, right?
The janitor was fucking. You know what? I don't like that guy anyway.
Have him kill someone.
Have him killed somebody.
Because remember the second season of Heroes, like the writer's strike happened halfway, and then like
That weird
it took a
half.
weird fucking turn, and you know.
Yeah, everything turned left and right there.
And then there was what else? There was something else. There was another like movie that like took a weird turn because of the writer's strike. I forgot what it was though.
I mean, all I know is it fucked up my viewing schedule, and it actually made me realize that I don't need to watch that much TV. Because a lot of it's just crap anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what this writer's strike, it hasn't affected me yet.
Not yet, but come end of the year,
What am I going to be missing?
stuff. The shows are gonna come back.
Fucking Disney's going to all handled, right?
No, they're the big part of it.
That's what I'm saying.
They halted production on Blade.
Yeah.
You know.
And then what else? Universal, they're going to give us anything?
I don't know, man.
Warner Brothers?
I mean, you know what's gonna happen, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. Is that a lot of these, especially these streaming services, they're gonna start dumping
Pivoting.
stuff that like they've been sitting on because they're like, oh, this wasn't so good, and so we're not gonna air it.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna air it. That's what's gonna happen.
They're going to get shit from overseas again.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff.
A lot of fucking reality shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, that was a big thing. Also, the writer's strike.
Well, that's why they were striking because they
reality
realized that they could make more money on these reality shows and
Than written fucking
Yeah.
shit. You have like one writer just saying, he kind of likes her.
Yeah.
I guess. Cool.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna affect it for a while. I think by the end of the year though, like there's gonna be situations. Because we're going into the summer, and that's like rerun season anyways, and like midsummer shows that have been sitting out for a while.
They got a long fight then. I mean, all this time they're not really needed, I guess. Not to say.
Well, no, because they need to get stuff into production now, so we'll have it by
Yeah. You know what? There's too much shit on TV anyway.
I saw the trailer for the Kathy Bates Matlock today.
Is that how we're gonna end this with the Kathy Bates?
And I was like, okay.
One more question there. What is it? What is it, Matlock? That's how it says. That's Columbo.
Yeah. No, she's playing it very like southern and this and that. Like, there's this part at the end where like there's this young lawyer, like it's like they solve the case or whatever, and then she's all like oh, he tells her like, let's celebrate, and he's pour her a drink, and she's like, oh, I have a rule that I don't drink unless I'm gonna get laid. And he's like, and she's like, is that on the table? I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha. Right? And I was like, whoa.
I don't think Matlock was like that. Unless I missed that episode. I used to watch Matlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch that, like Dragnet and all that shit. Yeah, but I don't remember Kathy Bates being in it.
Kathy Bates is Matlock.
You ever watch that new Perry Mason?
I watched the first season.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the second. Well, no, the second season is about to start.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I only watched half of the first season.
I'm scared to watch it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Because it looks just like it tries to be like the original one, right? Okay.
No, he's more of an investigator. He's more of a PI.
Okay.
What's her face?
Well, that's the whole angle. That was his whole thing, wasn't it? He was
a PI fucking lawyer or whatever.
Yeah.
But what's her face? Fucking She-Hulk. She's the bad guy in season 1.
No, it's Jennifer Walters.
Yeah, she's like a cult leader or something like that.
Yeah.
But she's based on a real person. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna see it, but I was like, I don't know. I'll save it for later.
Matlock.
They
should crossover.
Perry Mason, Matlock, Columbo.
He meets dude, the ultimate.
Kolchak. Not Night Stalker Kolchak, but the other Kolchak.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, real quick. I was watching this thing about like a lost Gilligan's Island movie. And there was going to be a fucking murder mystery Gilligan's Island movie.
Oh, fuck.
Where someone was going to die on the island. And it wasn't completely written yet, but a famous TV detective was going to come to the island to solve the fucking murder.
It could have been fucking
it could have been
She Wrote.
Yeah, right.
Angela Lansbury.
Well, she did crossovers with fucking Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
All the time, right?
Yeah, and it was her, the writer. Yeah, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I used to watch that also. Fucking A. Not Magnum PI.
No, Murder She Wrote. Angela Lansbury.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna leave it for there.
Okay.
An hour.
Oh,
we've done the hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna talk about Angela Lansbury.
We can see it for next week.
Your first TV crush.
Pretty much, dude. Some people have Farrah Fawcett or whatever. I had Angela Lansbury.
Do you have that poster? She's like typing.
Yeah, I'm a fucking typewriter. Yeah. Right next to my B. Arthur poster. You know, my Golden Girls Stay Golden poster.
Those are your trinity of fucking old ladies.
You know, when guys work out in front of the poster of the chick, you know, this is my girls.
There you go. There it is.
And to anyone still listening, thank you very much. Keep that in mind. And you guys have yourself a good afternoon, good night, and good day. And thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.